should anyway.
Microphone Yeti. Okay. It says I'm up and good. Speakers, headphone, real tech. Okay. Sounds good.
All right. I think we're back, Shawn. I think we're back.
All right, good.
I think
let everybody come in here real quick. I'm going to share it to my page real quick.
Yeah, we'll make sure everybody gets back in here. Sorry, you guys. We'll just have to try things a little bit differently this morning while we figure stuff out. So hopefully all you guys can hear now. I can't really see the comments. Hear you now, working. Everybody says, hear you now, working. We're hear you now. See, man, that's what happens.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. We try new stuff. We fail the first time, usually. But then I will figure it out. We'll have it put together next time for sure. So what's up, man? We got to get rolling now that we're running a couple minutes behind on this Friday morning. I hope everybody's doing well. Go ahead and hit that share button again. I know you guys did it before, but go ahead and hit that share button again. And we're going to talk today about some interesting stuff because my man, Shawn Hayes, is sitting currently 2 miles from the beach. He's 2 miles from the beach in this beautiful house that him and his wife built. It's a beautiful place. I think some of us saw the video. He posted it. So he's currently 2 miles from the beach in a beautiful home with his wife, and he is getting ready to leave. He is 2 days away from leaving. He's 2 days away from leaving and moving to Kentucky to be a part of the Dan Cummins team. And Shawn, I want to know why, dude? Why are you moving?
Well, I just like Kentucky. I haven't lived in snow in so long, so I decided I needed to move back, right? Be close to Ohio. Man, I'm going to tell you what, Glenn, the opportunity was not anticipated. It wasn't planned, but I think sometimes things happen in your life where, you start moving that direction. And I think for so long, I was just kind of selfish with my time and my space and what I wanted out of life. And I think we evolve and we grow over time. And I think that's what happened to me. I think I grew. I think I evolved. I think I decided that there was something more important in life than just myself and worrying just about me and my family. I felt like I could give more. I could accomplish more, that I could teach more. I could help build something bigger than just myself and my bank account and my little, area. So it became something bigger than me. And that's what got it started. That's what got the ball rolling, man.
Right on, right on. I feel that, and I love that kind of fire in the belly saying more. Now, I know that there were quite a few options. You had options, man. There's multiple dealerships that. Oh, and let me back up real quick. For those of you that don't know, I just assume everybody knows Shawn Hayes because he's like the dude, you know what I'm saying? But for those of you that don't know, Shawn Hayes is getting ready to come work out at Dan Cummins as one of our leaders, but he is one of the most well-known, sought-after, motivational and inspirational sales associates in the country here in the United States. And he started his journey about 14 months ago, came from an unknown, nobody knew his name, to now he owns his own group, Sales Hustlers, with over 8,000 members. And he is educating, motivating, and inspiring salespeople across this country. He's also motivating, educating, and inspiring me on the daily, which, Shawn, I absolutely appreciate you for. So you had lots of options. You could have went to any dealer in the country. Why Dan Cummins?
Well, it came down to leadership that it's at Dan Cummins, man. And it came down to, I talk about all the time, your network. Man, we became friends, man. We became friends. I respect you. I've leaned on your knowledge. I've learned a lot about you and what it takes to be a real leader. But I think you learned that also from Josh Cummins. So I saw this as an opportunity to not only chase my dream and help another dealership. And I know we all think, wow, Dan Cummins, they sell all these cars, right? They probably are perfect and they need no help. We all need help. And how much can a valuable person add to a team? I believe even though you're selling it here, you're above everybody, but that doesn't mean you're reaching your max potential either, right? So I feel like I could bring value to you. But the reason I chose your company was you and Josh Cummins. Obviously, I like that you guys sell a lot of cars. There's a lot of opportunity, things like that. But the real true thing is I believe I make my opportunity anywhere I go, Glenn. So I wasn't really worried about the opportunity of, how many cars you sell. I was worried about the opportunity of how much I could grow while I was there. Okay. I really believe it's very important that we grow and evolve and develop as people every day. And if I needed to do that, I needed to level up of who I was working with, right? And surrounding myself with. And I think that was the number one reason I chose your dealership. Now, I told that story the other day, Glenn, a little bit about how we went back and forth on this a little bit, and this just did not almost happen. Can you tell that story just a tea bit there?
Well, yes, it definitely came to a point where you and I think we both wanted this to happen. I think we both thought it probably could happen, but then we had a little friction in a couple areas. As far as at the dealership, we don't typically bring people in straight into leadership positions. It's just not something we do. We typically promote from within. So I think that was our biggest hang up, but I'm super glad we were able to get through that. I know you're going to be an asset to the team. I know you're going to be incredibly valuable, and I can't wait to get you up here. Now, you are, of course, moving from the beautiful palm trees of Florida, and you have your wife, Angela, who's an incredible lady. I'm so glad that I got to meet her. But you and I are usually pretty candid and pretty open here on our live feeds. We talk about a lot of things, so I'm just going to put this out there. Night one, you get back from Kentucky. You guys have decided you start packing things up around the house. You give me a call. You're on the couch. It wasn't a good night for you guys, right? It wasn't a good night. Let's talk about that real quick. She supports you so thoroughly, even though this isn't her dream. This isn't what necessarily she wanted, to the point where you guys kind of had a little falling out that first night, which I'm glad you guys got through that. But she supports you. Why do you think it is that she is willing to help you and to go with you as you chase this dream of yours?
I think the number one reason that she's all in now and supports me is because she's seen the growth in me. I think she sees that for the past 13 years that she's known me, she's seen me grow a little bit every year. But she sees that, man, I'm serious, man. I am passionate. I am helping people. I believe she trusts me. Like, she trusts me. And I think that's very important. If your spouse is not trusting you because you're not doing the actions for them to trust you, and I don't mean running out on them, things like that. I mean getting up every day and working, working hard, going to work and actually working, bringing something to the table. I believe she trusts me that I'm going to make sure that everything I get myself into, every door I step through, I'm going to go all in and make sure that it's successful. So I think after that first night of a breakdown, she literally had a breakdown and meltdown. She'll tell you, she laughs about it now, but it really was. And any women that are listening to this probably have gone through something similar in their life. They're nesters. They feel like their dream is to take care of their family. They got their dream house. They're happy. Their life, she told me growing up, was to be married to a great man, have a beautiful home, have a family, kid goes to college, all the things, right? And I literally went in the middle of all that and just yanked her right out of it, right? So it kind of scared her. She was like, whoa, this is going. I think first she was, I kind of related to going into the ocean, how you start going in a little bit at a time, little bit at a time, little bit at a time. You don't just dive in normally, right? Well, I dove in and she was still going through the stages of going to the deep end, right? And I just pulled her on in and she wasn't quite ready there. She wasn't quite there all the way, I don't think.
Right,
but I think she's blessed about it now. She's happy about it now, man, because she sees it as an adventure. But at first, it just took her a while to get her there. But the answer to your question is, I think she trusts me. I think she sees me do the things every day that requires her to trust me, right? I'm not out doing anything wrong. I'm working hard. She sees I'm trying to bring, just good things to the world. So she's like, how can I get in the way of this, right? So I think that's why she does.
And that's awesome, man. And when we got a chance to meet, when I got a chance to meet Angela, to meet your wife, that was a big part of the whole, puzzle. We had to make sure that you had a good supportive strong woman in your corner, because I know how that important that is. For us to be successful, we have to have that, and we have to have those strong relationships. When you talk about pulling her into the ocean, there, I just kind of had a picture. I could just see, that moment where somebody pulls you in, you weren't quite ready to get wet, and she pops up and her hair's all messed up and her makeup's running down her face, and
Right.
she's like, I can't believe you did that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then but then right after that, you embrace it and you're like, okay, I'm in and I'm wet and I'm
Right.
here, and now I can enjoy it and enjoy the beauty in it. So that's awesome. Great metaphor. I can totally see that, man. I can see that. And so it's
And
exciting.
she
Hey
likes
guys.
you a lot. She likes you and Josh a lot too, Glenn. And I think that's very important. If anybody is going through something like this where they're thinking about a change, make sure your wife is or your husband is involved and they go meet the leaders that they're going to go to that company. Because I think it made a huge difference. Like I come home and tell her about this company, this company, and this company, and they want me and they offered me this and this and this, but it's all mythical to her. It's like, okay, whatever, but when she went on that trip and she actually met the leaders that I'm going to be working with, she saw it in a different way. She's like, okay, I believe in these guys. I believe in Shawn. There's probably no other position in this country that I'm going to believe that he's going to succeed more. So, I'm going to kind of get on board. So I would recommend anybody that's going to go through a life transformation like this, include the spouse. Very, very important.
Yeah, totally. I 1,000,000% agree with that. 1,000,000% agree with that. Last thing you want to do is make that move and have it tear your family apart, because that's not going to do you any good, in the long run. If everything's not good at home, there's no way you can be truly successful in any endeavor. So super, super important. Now, let me ask you a question, Shawn. And hey, guys, we're going to continue to talk about some great stuff. So go ahead, hit that share button. Let's get everybody in the feed. We want to make sure we're starting off people's day the right way. So I totally appreciate it. Shawn, are you afraid to fail?
Of course. Of course. I mean, who wants to fail? But I still take that step anyways. I think I would be lying and being like, oh, like bravo, bragging, like, no, I don't have any fear. Everybody's got fear, man. Okay. The people that say they don't have fear, they have fear. Everybody's got fear. The key is to look fear in the eye and have the courage to step in it anyways. Okay. So I've got the courage to step in it. I don't get scared about it. I walk in faith. I believe God put me here for a purpose. I feel like he sent me down on these roads so I could get to this purpose, so I could have this platform, so I could evolve and grow. I believe, Glenn, passionately, if he would have gave me this platform 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I would have failed miserably at it. I don't think I would have been able to handle it. I would have lost the opportunity. And he sent me through this path perfectly to get me to this point where I had the knowledge and the wisdom and the discipline, right, to be able to bring value to people's lives. So yes, I am fearful sometimes. But the thing is if I know it's right for me and I believe in it and I believe it's God's path for me, I'm going to step in it anyways, man. I'm going to go walk right out into that and have courage. And I recommend everybody understand the difference between fear and courage. You can have fear. It's okay. Right? You got to have the courage to step anyways.
Totally. So on this particular endeavor right here, you're packing up the house. You're moving Angela. You're coming to old Paris, Kentucky. Good old Paris, baby. Home of 9,700 people. You're making the move to Paris, Kentucky. You're coming to Dan Cummins. You're doing all that. Are you afraid to fail on this particular endeavor? Has it crept into your mind? And if so, how do you fight against that?
No, not at all. Actually, no, not at all. The only time I had some fear was when we were going there. And I think I had that original fear of the unknown. Like, I don't know what this is going to handle or what we're going to say to each other. Do they want me? Do I want them? Will my wife like it? Is this what I'm really supposed to do? But once I made that mindset switch, Glenn, I don't ever look back on it. I believe don't look back, look forward. I am not scared one bit, man. I am ready. I am charged up. I promise you, I wish it was today other than I have to leave my wife. I'm telling you, I promise you, I wish it was 4 days ago, but I will tell you this, over the past 10 days, and I think this is God's path too, I've learned so much. I have literally taken this time to feed this mind more stuff than I've ever had in my life. So every morning I'm taking leadership classes. Imagine 10 days of the best leaders in the world teaching you, and you're like gobbling it up, right? And that's what's been happening in my life. So I'm feeling like that this 10 days was supposed to happen. So I can go there even more prepared than I was. I think I would have killed it before, but I definitely think that I've added to my value on the things that I've learned. So I'm not scared one bit, man. I'm not. I am ready.
I love that about you, man. I love it that you're on basically vacation, man. You've been working for what, the last 11 years in the auto industry. You've been working Sundays, you've been working long hours, you've been doing all this. You're actually off work for a couple weeks, and you've spent every day getting up at 4 o'clock a.m., continuing to rise and grind, dude. That's what I love about you. You're a grinder.
Well, it's very important, Glenn, to not, I said this the other day in a video, never change your routine. If you change your routine, okay, that's the easiest way to fall victim to losing the steam you had, man. Look, keep doing what got you here. I don't care if you're on vacation. I don't care if it's Sunday. I don't care if anything. You got here from a successful routine. Do not back off of that, man. Do it every day, every day, every day. Because, I mean, even on your vacation, you still want to be like successful. You still want to accomplish things. I got a list of things I have to do here, right? I get up every day, you know, it's paint this and fix this and make sure the knobs are on here. And, you know, I attack them. And I was talking to the wife last night. I said, you know, the biggest difference between me and you now and years before? And she said, what? I said, well, probably a lot of things. But the number one thing I noticed is we don't procrastinate anymore. I was a huge procrastinator, man. So was she. We'd be like, oh, we'll do it. Oh, we'll do it. Oh, we'll do it. And then the day got here and like, we're overwhelmed and we got so much to do. Now I just get up and I attack everything and I knock it out. And I feel like that's a huge thing because I feel like if you do that, you're so much further ahead of everybody else, because everybody else in the world procrastinates. They hit snooze, you know, they look for reasons not to get up. They look for reasons to put off the things they don't like to do till later on in the day. I just think it's very important to just attack everything, just get it, right? And then you have your life to enjoy. That's my goal, is to knock everything out and then have a life I can enjoy. I want financial freedom one day, Glenn. I don't want to be living paycheck to paycheck and, you know, look at my bank account. I remember those days. Glenn. Those were tough, man. When me and the wife were like, oh, we got to float this check, right? Because the mortgage or the rent is due tomorrow or the next day. So we're going to write this check today to get it paid, but hopefully they don't cash it until Friday, right? We've all done that stuff back in the day. That's a terrible way to live, but I lived it for so long. And I just said, I refuse to live like that anymore. I want to look and have money in the bank. I want to feel comfortable. I want not comfortable as in I'm going to rest, but just that feeling of I don't have to worry about the pay coming in this Friday. You know, that's a terrible feeling, man.
That's awesome, dude. The power of now. One of the first videos I ever did a couple years ago. Power of now. Just jump on it, get it done, attack it, do it now. And when you do, it opens up all kinds of free time over on the backside. Very, very, very powerful stuff. I'm going to ask you one last question.
Oh, ask me many. I don't care.
I still got to get to I got to get to my old man rehab on my knees today. So I'm going to ask you one more question, and then I'm going to have you give me a 2-minute takeaway for for everybody to hop in there. So let me ask you a question, Shawn. Yeah. What was missing? What was missing in your life that you had to endure making this big move? You had to endure having the argument with the wife, having her sleep on the couch. You had to endure telling your 21-year-old son, bro, gotta go get your own place. Here you go to the real world. You're facing your fears. What was missing? What was the one thing that was missing? Because you were in a good job at a good store with some good people making good money. Everything was good. And you're uprooting all that and taking a gamble. I need to know what was missing, Shawn, in your life.
Well, I had never challenged myself to help a team, lead a team in that level. Okay. So I'd always been really worried about me. And now that I've transformed my life and focus on helping others, I've never taken that talent that I have, that actual God-given talent. And believe me, God does bless people with different things. I believe he blessed me with this. And at the end of the day, am I being just selfish by not giving it to others? I believe I can help a team tremendously. I believe I can help the individual people at each dealership tremendously. And at the end of the day, I feel like, Shawn, are you scared to push yourself and get out there and help a team, lead a team? I mean, there's 40 sales guys that literally, and gals, that I can literally help daily grow, learn. Okay. And I know I do that on videos, man, but I don't feel like I'm maximizing my talents with just me selling cars. I feel like I have so much more to give. And I feel like you guys will utilize that full talent of mine, right? Not only just selling cars, not only closing deals, not only training people, but all of that, as well as leading a team, right? I know if I would have pushed myself years ago to do it and not been selfish, I would have done a great job at it. But I just feel like that God had put me here. He's literally weighed this on my heart the last few months of like, look, man, do I have to like knock you over the freaking head with this? Do you see what opportunity you have? You have to chase it. I know you're selfish. I know I haven't put you here for you to hold this in and not prosper it. Remember the story in the Bible, you know, where he gives you the gifts, the seeds, and you sprinkle them. Right. Right. Well, he gave me these gifts and these seeds, and I sprinkled them. Okay. And some are going to fall on, the rocks and all that other stuff. But I literally have the ability to plant these and watch it grow. But the second thing is, I believe if I bury my gifts, okay, if I don't use these gifts for the abilities that he wants me to use them for, then I'm just wasting them, man. And he's going to take them away and he's going to give them to somebody else, man. There's going to be other opportunities for other people where it could have been me, but I chose to not go do it. I chose to be selfish. I chose to worry and have fear and bury my gifts and not use them. I won't do that, man. I am going to take this train all the way to the top. I'm going to bring as many people as I can with me. I'm going to show everybody that you can go from a zero to a hero. That you can literally transform your life every day by working hard, doing what's right, helping others, right? And loving on people, man. And when you do that, okay, my career is going to explode, and everybody else's that watch it and do the exact same thing, their career might explode too, right? So I just feel like I'm giving back, man. I could talk all day on this. I'm all amped up. I haven't been able to get in there and sell any cars lately, man. So
that's awesome, dude. That's awesome, man. And I love that. I love that, that desire that's in you, that desire to lead, the desire to share your gifts. It's a God-given gift, man. Not everybody is built like this. Not everybody can go 14 months straight every single day at 8:30 or 8 o'clock a.m. and do sales meetings, and have great content that's touching, that moves people, that changes people's lives. Like, that's a God-given gift. That is a talent that you have that just came from, it clearly came from up above. And that parable that you referred to, the parable of the talents, not burying your gifts, not just putting them aside and hoarding them and keeping them to yourself. I believe wholeheartedly that the most selfish thing that you can do, the most selfish thing you can do in this existence, is to take a gift that God gave you and keep it from others. I think that is a terrible way to live. I think that is not what we were designed for. I think we are all designed to go out and take our gifts and share them with the world. That's what makes the world an incredible place, man. It's how you lift. That's how you encourage. That's how you inspire. That's how you motivate, is you share your gifts. Maybe it's art. Maybe it's a teacher. Maybe it's a speaker. Whatever it is, share your gifts with the world. It just makes this a better place, man. That's why God made it this way. So, Shawn,
Oh,
So
that's why I
glad.
like. That's why I can't wait to work with him. Do you see that, guys? Do you see that? That's what it's all about, right there. Imagine the two of us right there. Oh my gosh.
I can't wait for you to share your gifts with my incredible team. I've got an incredible team already, the most amazing individuals in the business, as far as I'm concerned. And it's just going to be incredible watching you ramp them up. Now, we are way over, which I already knew we would be. Last time I interviewed you, I wrote down like 9 questions just in case. And then after realizing how you and I talk, today I had only written down 4, and we still went way over with just 4 questions. But hey, I need you to give everybody a 2-minute takeaway, man. This is your 2 minutes. You're standing up on the mountaintop. Everybody's down below. It's your chance. You get 1 2-minute window to impact and change somebody's life. What are you going to tell them, bud?
Well, I have a bunch of things written down here, but I'm not going to even talk about them. I'm not going to talk about them because what I really want to connect with you about is chasing your dreams. All right. I think this is very important that I impact your life with my journey right now because a lot of us get up every day and we do the same thing. We punch a time clock, we go to work, we collect a paycheck. It's our thing. That's what we do. Many of us don't even like our job. We just do it. We don't have a career. We have a job. We're living an average existence when we have extraordinary talent. Okay. And I want you to understand that all of us, use me as an example, all of us, use Glenn as an example. Okay. The roads and the journeys we've been on. I mean, you've heard his story, you've heard mine, right? It's amazing that somebody, when they put their mindset to something, they work really, really hard at it, right? They go all in on something. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. If you say you want to, in a year and a half, get a management position with the second largest used car franchise dealership in the nation, you can do it. If you say you want to maximize your exposure on social media through video, you can do it. If you say that you want to buy your dream home, if you want to marry the person you want to marry, if you want to do all this stuff, you can do it. You just have to set your mindset to it and work at it. And the problem is a lot of us, we don't want to put that work in. But I'm going to tell you what, nothing comes easy. Nothing great is not from hard work. Okay. Even if you get it easily, you're not going to respect it and it's not going to be there long. I promise you, because I've had things easy in my life, certain things, and I haven't respected those things. Right. And those things are not even in my life anymore because I didn't have the respect for them. So I want you to understand in a synopsis, whatever you desire to do in life, don't think you are not worthy of it. I know you think it's for other people. I know you think it's, well, that's Shawn Hayes. Oh, that's Glenn Lundy. Oh, that's this person or that person. That's Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone was a car salesman too. I was a year and a half ago, you hadn't even heard of me. I didn't know who Glenn Lundy was. And look how my life has transformed in a year and a half because I applied what I'm telling you right now. Do not settle for average. Do not settle for you being okay with where you are. If you desire something greater than what you have, go for it, man. Go all in. Work your ass off. Go get up every day and try and work and work and work. And I will say this, put God in the middle. Put God in the center. Jesus changed my life. Okay. And when you allow that plus all the work and the go-getter attitude, I'm telling you, nothing can stop you and nothing will stop us, Glenn. I believe we have it here, man. The recipe to change this industry.
Powerful, man. You are a powerful dude. You are worth it. You're worth it. That's the message right there, man. You're worth it. Whatever it is you're dreaming about, whatever that vision is, whatever it is you want, you are worthy of it, and you are worth it, man. It's worth all the hard work. It really, really is. Listen, guys, we got to get out of here. Shawn, thank you so much for coming on the show again. I can't wait to
Can
have
I
you
call
on.
you boss? Hey, boss. For the first time, hey, boss.
my friend Josh Cummins, he always says, you know what boss is spelled backwards, right?
What?
The double SOB. He says, so don't call me boss. But hey, man, for real, I love having you on the show. I can't wait to actually have you. One of these times we're gonna have to have you in studio. I have yet to have a guest in studio at 5:30 in the morning, Rise and Grinding. So we'll have to do that. Hey, we are going to be on stage together August 12th. Josh Cummins is going to join us. Danelle Delgado is going to join us. Roddy Chong is going to join us. Deanne Stevens is going to join us. And Kelsey Malakote's going to join us August 12th in Paris, Kentucky, as we light up the day. I was with these guys yesterday. It's going to be an amazing sound production, an amazing visual production. It is just going to be an over-the-top event. The 2018 hashtag Rise and Grind summer event on August 12th. So make sure you go get your tickets at GlennLundy.com because you aren't going to want to miss it. I mean, look at this. Look at these interactions right here. This is just me and Shawn. Then add Josh and Roddy and Danelle, and it's going to be incredible. So you don't want to miss it. I need you guys to have
Darian Sanders. I can't wait to hear him sing.
Darian Sanders and Project 859 will be blowing it up, dude. The music will be incredible. And they're actually flying in another young lady that travels all around the world at churches singing, and they're flying her in. Supposedly, Darian says that she makes him look like, you know, me doing karaoke at cocktails or something. Supposedly she's supposed to be awesome. So, hey, everybody have an amazing day today. Have an incredible day today. If you need more videos, go to GlennLundy.com. If you need some Rise and Grind gear, you can go to GlennLundy.com. And last but not least, enjoy your weekend. Be blessed. Come back here Monday morning at 5:30 a.m. as we hashtag Rise and Grind. Now I got to figure out how to sign out. This is always the hardest part for me.